What's up, YouTube? It's Metro here at 2012 here, coming back with episode 2 of the Detroit Lions rebuild. And as you can see here, I am reviewing the transaction log. These are all the trades I made. List each player individually, so if you look at like 4 players grouped together, it's usually like one trade. It'll say like the Redskins traded these players, the Lions traded these players, etc., etc. You guys can kind of pause. We've already talked about the biggest ones already. I got Jonathan Allen, Ronald Jones. The injuries to the running back position becomes a big issue. I need to turn injuries down just because it's been happening quite a lot. So yeah, so for now, Kerryon Johnson, Ronald Jones, hopefully they don't get hurt. We do have Jordan Adams that we signed from the Eagles practice squad as well, but we will see. We're just getting through practice here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series so far. I think the Lions are going to be quite an interesting team. We had a bit of a blowout last week against the Arizona Cardinals. I think it's somewhat realistic though. I mean, not really like realistic, but the Cardinals are just switched everything. They were the worst offense last year, so if we're gonna blow out any team, it probably would be the Cardinals in week 1. So let's just be honest with that. The week 2 matchup looks like it's gonna be against the Los Angeles Chargers, so that's going to be much tougher than the Arizona Cardinals, trust me. Let's see if we can pull off a win against the Chargers after this practice gets done. I also apologize again, guys, for the poor mic quality. I was thinking I was going to be able to get it fixed before this episode. However, I'm going to be pre-recording a whole bunch of these episodes and releasing them about every other day, so you guys can be watching these episodes as I'm switching offices. I'm kind of moving my entire house, really. Yeah, I'm moving pretty much from one level to the other. It's kind of a confusing thing, but while everything's in the moving process, I still wanted to be uploading videos for you guys. So I'm going to be pre-recording maybe 3 or 4 episodes, so we'll be well into week 5 by the time I get my audio fixed. But then we'll have a face cam, good quality. You can see I've already made some adjustments to make the quality a little bit better for this video. The voice still not there, but the video looks a little bit better. I'm going to make it even better when I can get into my office. Hopefully guys, you like the series so far. Please leave comments below if you want to see any particular trades. Let's get into the game.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the veteran Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers as they take on the 11-year man Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
And it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers' all-time passing leader, Phillip Rivers, who's been their starter since 2006, trotting onto the field. And I'll tell you what, he may be just a couple of years from 40, but he can still do it. You look back to 2018, some people were whispering MVP and Rivers in the same breath with what he did in that campaign. Especially impressive in 2 December primetime victories, one against the Steelers.
Alright guys, jumping right into the game, we have Phillip Rivers here in the shotgun, finds his man Keenan Allen over the middle, and this is going to be a deadly combo to deal with all game. Phillip Rivers was just on a roll this entire game. It was so hard to stop him. I cannot believe how good he is in this game. He's got the superstar X factor as well as a number of players on their team. Look at this, Austin Eckler making some moves here. Melvin Gordon's not playing in this. I'm thinking he's injured, but I'm wondering if they carried his holdout into the franchise. That'd be kind of interesting. But I believe he's just injured. We are looking at our defense. There's Jonathan Allen, the man we traded for. Like I said, I've kept everybody else, signed Tyus Bowser. Other than that, the team is, for the most part, stayed the same. So, like I said, pretty realistic. We didn't do anything like trade Darius Slay or Damon Harrison or Trey Flowers. Normally in a rebuild, I would want to trade the older players with huge contracts. But here I'm not going to. You can see here he broke off that pass on 3rd and long. Crazy throw.
Just getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
After the missed field goal, the Lions take the ball, and Stafford under center with Kerryon Johnson in the backfield, hands it off to the left. Johnson runs up the middle, makes it over to the left side, and is injured instantly. He gets 1 carry before getting hurt. He got injured last game as well, so again, this is just ridiculous. I need to turn injuries down. I can't have my running back getting injured every single carry. Here we go with Ronald Jones in the game now. Let's see if he can provide a spark after Kerryon got hurt. Looks like his first run is off to a good start. Now we're looking to pitch it right with Ronald Jones. Here's the pitch, and the Chargers easily swallow that one up and get into the backfield, making it longer down, and yep, there we go. Kerryon cannot return to the game, of course. So the guy we kind of wanted to build this series around has not been able to play at all so far, as Stafford completes a nice pass over the middle to Kenny Galladay. Really like that look there. Now inside the 10-yard line, 3rd and 1, the Lions have hand up the middle to Ronald Jones, finds the crease, gets through for the first down, and looks like a face mask penalty. Not that it's going to give us any more yards, probably 1 or 2 extra yards there, but we're going to inch it even closer towards the goal line, see if we can punch it in here for the first score of the game. Jones in the backfield again, sorry. Stafford rolling out, could not find anybody to throw it to. Looks like he's going to try to scramble this one in, and does. Matthew Stafford with a rushing touchdown to start off this game. So Week 1 he had about 200 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. This week he's getting it started off with a rushing touchdown. Pretty good for Matt Stafford there. We surprisingly took the 7-0 lead to the LA Chargers. Now Rivers under center, making some adjustments, going back to the shotgun, see what he has planned for his team here. He drops back, looks, throws over the middle, and I had that user covered the whole way and could not break that pass up. So sad. Rivers out of the shotgun again, Eckler to his right. Takes the snap, drops back, looks, throws to the left, wide open. Number 17, I believe, Mike Williams. No, Mike Williams is number 80. That's Benjamin. Sorry, yeah, Benjamin. Now Rivers out of the shotgun, no one back, no tight ends close to the line. Gets it over to the sideline for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it's not enough for the first down. They'll be forced to try a long field goal here. See if they miss it again. Badgley puts the kick up and looks good.
A calculated turnover when one man launches a pigskin into the sky to the other team.
All I have to say is I am the best punter on YouTube. I know Bengal thinks he is. Hit me up, Bengal. If you want to try doing a punt competition, I'd be happy to. I think I'm the best punter on YouTube. It's crazy. Got it to the 3-yard line. Not the first time, won't be the last. Now Rivers under center, 2 backs in the backfield, tight end tight to the right, fakes the handoff up the middle, flips it to Eckler, and he's got a ton of room on 3rd and 3 there. We were blitzing and selling out for run up the middle, and they smelled that out right away. Now Rivers in the shotgun, Eckler to his left this time, takes the snap, takes the handoff, drops back, gets rid of it real quick, over to the outside to his secondary tight end, I believe that was Wayne Allen possibly, forget who's all in the Chargers. Now quite a few people in the box for the Chargers. Rivers drops back, finds Keenan Allen wide open on the left side, was not being covered whatsoever. easily takes it up for about 20 yards. Now Rivers inside the 30. From the pocket, gets it out right away. I could not get to him at all. He was just dinking and diming his way down the field the entire game, and I could not stop him. He had very few incompletions and was just making sure to get yards every single play. It was very frustrating. Now the pocket drops back, finds his man over the middle. That's Benjamin for a touchdown. They put together quite the drive and are now up 10-7 against the Lions. Stafford's got the ball in Charger territory now. In the pocket, drops back real far, hauls one up there, and it gets intercepted. That was just a bad decision on my part. It wasn't quite double coverage, but I definitely did try to force it in there, trying to get something before the half. Didn't work out there as Phillip Rivers looks for someone and gets sacked. It's Trey Flowers, a newly signed man. Off to a pretty good start. The 26-year-old had quite a few sacks in the season already, actually, proving to be a worthy signing. Now DeAnthony Thomas returning a kick. Pretty good return as we have 23 seconds left to try to get within field goal range here to tie the game up. Stafford from the shotgun drops back way too far and couldn't quite get the ball off, so no, we will not get anything before halftime, unfortunately. Now coming out in the third quarter here, the Lions have the ball. It's 4th and 1. They're going to go for it and pass out of the shotgun. Luckily, Kenny Galladay is there with the little drag route. Matt Stafford finds him. He's having a pretty good game so far. 10-7 the score now. Stafford in the shotgun. Ronald Jones to his left. Stafford scrambles out to the right. Can't get rid of the ball. I was trying to throw that one away, but Bosa wrapped him up here. Now 2nd and long. Let's see if Joey Bosa can get after again. That superstar X Factor is just obliterating us. 2 sacks in a row for Bosa as Stafford tried to throw the ball away. Now it gets ridiculous here as I'm trying to get rid of the ball quick. That X Factor is just unstoppable. It turns pretty much into an arcade game where you know he's going to get past his block and you just have to get rid of the ball. I'm slowly learning how this game is working and definitely learned a hard lesson there. Joey Bosa, when he's got his superstar X Factor, is coming right through. Just a ridiculous throw and catch from Phillip Rivers to Benjamin as he's been his man all game. Now coming up under center is Rivers with Eckler in the backfield. Hands it off, gets blasted in the middle there. Not a very good gain. Rivers coming back to the line to see what they can get here. Eckler to his left now in the shotgun. Extra tight end on the right side. Hands it off again, and it's Eckler bouncing through tackles, getting a first down. Quandre Diggs gets injured now, so the injuries just keep racking up for us. It's very unfortunate. After this game, definitely going to go ahead and turn those sliders down. Phillip Rivers gets sacked there. We're unable to pick up the ball because our guy was too busy jumping over the line. Rivers getting a second chance, delivers the ball over the middle to Benjamin in a wide open space on 3rd and long. Unfortunately for us, the drive stays alive. Rivers now within the 10. They're already up 10-7, trying to make it even worse here as Rivers just keeps dropping back, can't find anybody open, takes a huge sack to none other than Trey Flowers. 3 sacks in the game for him to this point. Having himself a monster game. Now Rivers way backed up, 3rd and 24, see if he can get the ball anywhere close. It's it to Keenan Allen, who makes a nice move but can't get it past the 14-yard line. It looks like they're going to have to settle for a field goal again, and the score is now 13-7 as Stafford and the Lions have the ball again, see what they can do here towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Stafford finds his favorite target so far, TJ Hawkinson, for a nice gain over to the right side of the field. Keeping the drive alive, now 1st and 10. What they can do with this next play. Again, Hawkinson over the middle. Too bad we don't have rack him up. I'd like to see Hawkinson just get going. I'm excited to see his development trait be uncovered, and hopefully it can be superstar or star, preferably superstar, and potentially superstar X Factor someday. There's Ronald Jones again, having himself a nice game while Carry-On's out. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends off to the right. Stafford fakes the handoff, scrambles outright, finds Hawkinson, who dives for the end zone, can't quite make it, gets it to the 1-yard line, so we're going to have to try to punch it in here. The score is 13-7 as the 3rd quarter ends. We're down here, but with a score we can easily go ahead and take the lead, see if we can get that done. Ronald Jones runs the ball up the middle and dives for the touchdown, and it is going to be a score for the Lions. With the extra point, we'll make it 14-13 as long as it doesn't get blocked. Let's see if we can make it a 1-point game. finally take this lead here in the fourth quarter. Love to try to get a win here against the LA Chargers because they are definitely a formidable opponent, way better than the Arizona Cardinals that we faced earlier this year. Now Rivers in the shotgun formation with Eckler to his left. Pretty common theme for them as he delivers a perfect ball over to Mike Williams. Rivers is throwing the ball before the receiver even breaks, and they're getting wide open. And it's not even hard for him. He's completing almost every pass, and this was a challenge to play this team, guys. I'm telling you, it was just crazy. Now Phillip Rivers in the shotgun again, and again, right off his break, perfect delivery. Mike Williams for another catch. They're just going all the way up the field. We just cannot stop them. Now just under 7 minutes left in the fourth. Phillip Rivers now has his X factor, and nothing's going to stop him now. The only thing that's going to win us this game is our offense scoring last. Now Chargers going for 2 to try to make it a touchdown difference. Rivers drops back. We do get pressure on him, and sacking him again, Trey Flowers. Now has 3 sacks. I thought he had 3 sacks earlier. There's 3 sacks. Here we go here, trying to get the ball down the field. It's Jordan Adams.
Goal now in a one-score game. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and pressure. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
All right, so unfortunately there we went for it on fourth down on their goal line. Couldn't get it in. I figured we would be better off going for a touchdown than of trying to get 2 field goals. So we did gamble there. It didn't pay off, but we were able to make them go 3 and out. We have no timeouts left. They're punting from their own goal line. And let's see if Anthony Thomas can give us some good field position here. Takes it from the 30, brings it to the 40, up to the 50, onto the other side, the Chargers side of the field. Great return by Anthony Thomas, giving us a chance here with under a minute and a half to go here. Have to get in the end zone, no timeouts. This is going to be a crazy drive for the Lions. Can we pull this off? Stafford drops back, looks over the middle, gets sacked. This is not looking good at all as I have to run the hurry up here. 50 seconds now, 40 seconds on the clock before we can get this ball off. 2nd and 20 deep on our end of the field. Not looking good. Looks like we might end up losing this game. Stafford finds DeAnthony Thomas wide open. What a throw and catch. Thomas gets out of bounds. Used his smarts. Now the Lions are working within the 40-yard line of the Chargers. They're at the 32. See if they can get it close to the end zone. Stafford finds Hawkinson. 30 seconds left at the 11-yard line. No timeouts. Have to run the hurry up. Takes 12 seconds off the clock. Now we're looking at 13 seconds. Stafford drops back, and the ball gets poked out from Hawkinson at the goal line. This is just getting crazy. 2nd and 10, got another shot over the middle. That one gets tipped, almost intercepted after the tip. We're only going to get a few more chances at this. It is 3rd and 10 now. This is just nerve-wracking. 7 seconds. This is going to be 1 or maybe 2 plays. Probably 1 though. 7 seconds left. Stafford drops back, tries to find his man, lobs it up there with a prayer, and it gets batted down, but there's 1 second left. We got another chance.
You're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
One last throw here for Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Lions, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles.
Wow, that was just a crazy game as it literally came back down to the last play. Somehow we're able to do that. Showing you just quick, Phillip Rivers' stats were just amazing. Now we're looking at the Lions statistics. Ronald Jones had himself a really nice game, averaging almost 8 yards a carry before getting injured himself. Hopefully we can get either Jones or Kerryon back before next game. TJ Hawkinson, another beast game, almost 100 yards receiving, 7 catches. Kenny Galladay got a nice game as well. Defensively, Trey Flowers looking good as always. Total tackles, quite a few people doing well in that department. Tackles for loss, Flowers again. He's just everywhere. Sacks, there's the 3 for Flowers. No interceptions this game. Returning, another average game for D'Anthony Thomas. We'll go ahead and go to the main screen where Darius Slay has an upgrade. Looks like he's a superstar development. We're going to upgrade his man-to-man, just make him a complete lockdown player. We're going to try to work on Akila Witherspoon's man-to-man as well. I like having some good man-to-man corners. And then Joe Dahl, I guess we'll work on power because I'm not sure really what else to work on you with. So looks like Tyus Bowser did not have the performance he was hoping for and therefore does not get a boost in development. And Quandre Diggs is out for a while, but it looks like we'll get Ronald Jones and Kerryon Johnson back, so I'm a little bit excited about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Please leave any suggestions or comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you next episode.